Thank you, Mark, and a big hello from London. Not so many weekly patterns in the markets this past week, but the ones we saw were really interesting ones. The first is in stock index futures and is a weekly key reversal down last week in the UK FTSE futures. This pattern happened in a market that has been going roughly sideways since mid-April, though also within a significant mid-November 2025 to late March 2026 bullish Andrews pitchfork, highlighted in dark blue on my daily chart. Additionally, the dark blue lower time, currently at 10.545, had been breached, though we also had an early March to late June bright red downtrend that, together with the dark blue lower time, had made an interesting sideways triangle, which had broken upwards 3 weeks ago, and then, well, fizzled out. On top of all this, we have both the green short medium moving average, currently at 10.430, and the mauve medium moving average, currently at 10.418, both underlining the market as conjoining supports. And from this, you can easily see, if you look, that there has been no follow-on moves lower this week, though prices are still close enough to last Friday's close to make some in the market think about it. Additionally, I also looked at the FTSE 250 index to see if there was any clue there to all this. And all I could see was an outside week, which is the lesser cousin to the weekly key reversal. So not much help. This all being said, is perhaps the most interesting weekly pattern seen last week. We also had a weekly key reversal down last week in the French CAC40 stock index futures. This one also has not shown any inclination to move lower as a follow-on, but neither to make much of a reactionary move back up. Next is a currency pair, and we had a weekly key reversal up last week in sterling against the South African rand. This was a move up from recent lows, and we have seen some follow-on higher, though it has been small, almost nothing right now. But it does come after a string of 3 successful weekly key reversals down seen between the start of May and the start of June, so it is worth noting. We also had a weekly key reversal up last week in US dollar Egyptian pound 1-month NDF, which this week has seen a successful follow-on higher in the order of 2.5% in just 3 days, so impressive. The final currency was a weekly key reversal down last week in US dollar CNH, the offshore Chinese yuan. This has seen a successful follow-on move lower this week, moving down towards the lows of the recent market seen back in mid-June, and within an excellent January to early March dark blue bearish shift pitchfork pattern that is still very valid. Prices are now resting on the dark blue middle time, currently at 676.45 of this bearish shift pitchfork. The final one is a commodity, the only commodity I saw last week in the markets I cover, and it was a weekly key reversal down last week in NYMEX HenryHub NatGas futures. The start of this week saw the beginnings of a nice follow-on move lower, but since then, well, prices have somewhat stalled, not really going anywhere, holding just underneath the mauve medium moving average, currently at 297.2. As always, I'm happy to answer any direct questions with anyone who's interested. And with that, I'll finish this section from London, and I hope that you found these comments useful. Thank you for watching and listening. This weekly broadcast gives the essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted both at the front and at the back of this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Tofpick and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final important bit.